Prepositions, those little tiny words that look like they ought to be so easy, but really they're kind of tricky. So I'm going to share one of the rules with you. Now, I'm not going to lie to you and tell you this will solve all of your preposition problems, but it will help with some of them. So some people feel like this guy when we talk about prepositions. So stay with me and I will explain at, on, and in. To do that, I'm actually going to tell you a little bit about a Western children's story called Goldilocks and the Three Bears. That just means gold hair, like blonde hair, Goldilocks. So this little girl is actually just a bad little girl. She does not obey her mom, wanders into the woods, and finds this house that is, of course, owned by three bears. And she wanders in, eats their food, sits on their chair and breaks one, and then looks for the beds and finds Baby Bear's bed and decides to take a nap. So what does this have to do with preposition? I'll explain. So first, let's look at prepositions of time. So if you're talking about 2 o'clock or Wednesday or 2020, what preposition should we use? So let's start with at. I used at on Baby Bear's bed because it's the smallest. We use at for small things. For clock time. So a point in time. Look at this sentence. Goldilocks fell asleep at 9 o'clock in the morning. So we use at with clock time. Now, medium-sized pieces of time. A day or a date we use for on. So I have that on Mama Bear's bed. And there's our day. Mama Bear made oatmeal on Wednesday. And then for large pieces of time, we use in. So a month, a year, a decade, which is 10 years. So I have a month on his bed. Papa Bear got a new bed in August. Now let's switch over to prepositions of space. What about a point on the map? A street, a city, country. What do we use? What preposition? Again, let's start with at. For the smallest thing, a point on the map. Baby Bear was at home. And then a medium-sized piece of space. So a street. We'll use on. So I put it on Mama Bear's bed. The Three Bears' home was on Oak Street. And for big pieces of space like city, state, country, the Three Bears' home was not in Oklahoma. So let's put space and time together. Let's start again with at. Try to remember, what did we put on Baby Bear's bed? Clock and a point on the map. So these are the small things. We use at. Try to create a picture in your mind. This will help you remember the at the Baby Bear bed. And it has the clock and the point on the map. Now we're going to create a picture for on the Mama Bear bed. Look at her bed. What does it look like? She's got that heart pillow. It's pink. We have a day and the street on Mama Bear bed. Now, try to create your Papa Bear, you're in picture. We have the month and we have the map with the state and the country on it. So these mental pictures will help you remember which preposition to use. If you're talking about a time, think, okay, the clock was on Baby Bear's bed. That's how you can remember. So, what happened to Goldilocks? Well, she fell asleep on Baby Bear's bed, and the bears actually came back. But if you want to find out what happened, I'll have to Google it. Good luck with your prepositions.